Thank you, Mr. Edward, for nice introductions. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mr. President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you some story about Palestine. One day, there was a happy family consisting of a mother, father, and 11 children. That night, they were so happy because they could enjoy dinner with their father. Because his father would work as a soldier, had not much time because he was busy guarding the border. That night, they enjoyed their meals and warm conversations. The father told about his experience to motivate their children. And then the children took turn to telling about their dreams. The next day, they must let their father go back to the work, and then the father hugs and kisses his children one by one. After that, the father advised them to continue to keep their prayers. Then the wife accompanied her husband out of their house, and then not a long time after that, where they are outside the house, suddenly a bomb fell on their house. Pieces of building debris, and found a bomb so big that his wife fainted. When she realized she was getting herself with his injured body lying in the hospital, the mother asked the doctor, "Doctor, where is my children?" And the doctor says, "Mother, all of your children already in heaven now." When this mother heard this doctor words, this top mother was full of emotion without tears, saying, "Wallahi, by the name of God, I will give birth to more children to fight the barbarity of Israel." This is not a fairy tale, ladies and gentlemen. The story actually happened in Palestine, and I heard this story directly from the Indonesian soldiers who served there. And I was crying hear this. And now, will we let this brutality continue to Palestine? Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, today, there are still heartbreaking human rights violations in Palestine. The challenges faced by Palestinians are increasing with the directions of civilian homes and explosion of residents by Israel soldiers. In addition, Israel also exerts various political, economic, and social pressures of Palestinians. As we all know, some time ago, a conflict between Israel and Palestine was renewed. This conflict occurred to defend Gaza. Maybe we just listen, watch on television, or read a newspaper. The pain, war, and suffering borne by the Palestinian people are not yet the same as the real reality they are currently facing. Some media reported that this was just a fake news made up to blame or preserve America. But for sure, this is really happened in Palestine, based on what the Indonesian soldiers who were assigned to see in a scene. We can stop thinking how biased this 20th century is. There is still such a great striking in colonialism. Children lose their childhood, women are raped, and men are brutally murdered. As an independent nation, of course we do not want colonialization on this world. Even in our constitutions, we emphasize that this kind of occupation in the world must be abolished because it is not in accordance with human rights and justice. Lots of children and women are victims of this conflict. Schools, houses, and homes of civilians were destroyed with bombs almost every day. Of course, we strongly condemn this kind of brutality. Palestine and the colonial power are not in the same position today. And it is the responsibility of international community to help Palestinians against their position and protect the right of Palestinian people. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, Palestine should have become a member of United Nations and get sovereignty, but what we see and cannot be denied is that the process always finds difficulties. We hope that the international community will continue to provide humanitarian assistance to support the lives of Palestinians. And we call on UN members to reject the relocations of the US Embassy to Jerusalem and respect the various resolutions of the UN Security Council on the resolutions of the Palestinian issues. And finally, in the foundation of the Indonesia Constitution, our nation Indonesia doesn't want colonialism over the world. Therefore, we invite all countries to stand with us to support independence of Palestine. Stand with us to award independence to Palestine. Work together on behalf of humanity. Indonesia will always support the independence of Palestine. Thank you.